We continue.
So now we're finally gonna figure out who's talking. Right?
And Frankie will read aloud and I will follow.
It was in July 1805, and again, this is nobody speaking, so the narrator, right? So we can have.
This is the third people, the author.
The narrator.
The writer explain.
Not necessarily the writer because it's a narrator. It can be anybody, right?
旁白.
It was in July 1805.
It was in July 1805.
And the speaker was the well-known Anna Pávlovna Schérer.
And the speaker was the well-known Anna Pávlovna Schérer. Pávlovna Schérer.
Maid of honor and favorite of the Empress Márya Fëdorovna.
Maid of honor and favorite of the Empress Márya Fëdorovna.
Right. With these words, she greeted Prince Vasíli Kurágin.
With these words, she greeted Prince Vasíli Kurágin,
a man of high rank and importance, who was the first to arrive at her reception.
A man of high rank and importance, who was the first to arrive at her reception.
Anna Pávlovna had had a cough for some days.
Anna Pávlovna had had a cough for some days.
She was, as she said, suffering from la grippe.
She was, as she said, suffering from la grippe.
Grippe being then a new word for St. Petersburg.
Grippe being then a new word in Petersburg.
In St. Petersburg.
St. Petersburg.
Used only by the elite.
Used only by the elite.
Right, okay. So, so this is the first time when the author in this case let us know when things happened, okay? So it tells us kind of the setting, right? So what is the setting?
The setting? What does setting mean?
Setting means like where do you think the story is taking place, where it happened, and so forth.
So they give the time is 1805,
right?
Mm-hmm. And the speaker, whose name is Anna.
Right. So that's not part of the setting, right? The setting just tells you like where things happen and when, but that's fine. So now we found out who was talking just now.
Anna was talking to the prince.
Right. So why did it say well known?
Where?
Right.
Well known means famous.
Not necessarily famous, just well known.
Well known means what?
People know about you.
People know her.
People know her, right? Well known. At least they know her name. Maybe she has many connections or has many friends or whatever, right? So she's well known.
Okay.
And her name is Anna Pávlovna Schérer. Okay. So now you note like Anna Pávlovna is also called something else later. Right? See, it's actually here we get her full name, right? But it seems like when the author wants to talk about this person, she calls that person Anna Pávlovna.
Yeah.
Right.
So what the
maid of honor?
Maid of honor and the favorite.
Well, the maid of honor is kind of like when you marry someone. Is you have normally your bride and the groom, right? There's two people who marry, and then you have your best man who is like the best friend of the groom, and then you have the maid of honor who is kind of like the friend of the bride.
伴娘伴郎.
So she happens to be the maid of honor for the emperor.
The favorite of the empress.
Favorite doesn't
She's
mean
the person who is the empress' favorite person, right?
Normally we use favorite for things like we love, for example, right? Like this is my favorite dress, or this is my favorite shoes. Anyway, with these words, she greeted Prince. So now we know who they're talking about, the prince. And the prince's full name is Vasíli Kurágin. And what do we know about Prince Kurágin?
So it's man of high rank,
right,
and importance.
Yes. And what else?
And he's first to arrive her reception. Reception means party?
No, not really party. I already said that it's kind of more. It's more like a gathering of friends. It is not a party.
Okay. And we continue?
No, what's okay? Well, why did they mention that he was the first to arrive?
Huh?
why does it say that he was the first to arrive? What does it make you think about this person? What kind of person is the prince, if I was going to ask you?
What kind of person?
Yeah.
I don't know. They didn't say a lot about the prince. Just say he's a high rank.
Yeah, okay, fine. We know that one. Anything else?
And he arrived to her reception first.
Yeah, what does it say about the prince?
I think maybe the prince is Anne's best friend because he arrived first.
Right. At least it could be, well, it could be many things, right? Yes, it could be that he is maybe one of her best friends.
Yeah.
It could be the type of person he is. He's never late to going somewhere.
Maybe.
Because, you know, like receptions, when you go to your friend's place, not necessarily you want to be the first, right? Because you have many people arriving.
If you're not familiar with the person, you will feel not very comfortable.
Okay, maybe that's you, right? But yeah, but it's kind of interesting that he mentioned that he was the first to come, right?
Yeah, first to come.